The number one thing that's going to help you grow and scale your service-based business as an entrepreneur is to understand that data drives all decisions, or at least it should. But this is one thing that I truly didn't understand or put a lot of weight and emphasis on until I started running my recent coaching business, where over the last 2 years, I've been able to generate over 11,000 leads, be able to generate over 7 figures consecutively in the last 2 years, whilst automating 90% of the business operations, whilst also running military style men's personal development programs in person to help them become better leaders for their family unit at home, but more importantly, for their team in business, so they can regain positive command and control of their finances to fight what I truly believe is the spiritual war that we are in with today's society. And if you don't know who I am, if you've never been on this channel, my name is Curtis Toffer, and I'm an ex-Australian Infantry Army captain. And since transitioning out of the military in 2018, I went into NLP coaching, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, and then I went into running my own digital agency, as I saw all of my friends in my cohort go back to jobs because they didn't understand business. They didn't understand how to set up automation and systems to connect everything. But more importantly, they had a lot of fear and resistance around niching in their marketing, but also not knowing how to actually sell a high ticket product. So they went down this rabbit hole, as you see in the coaching industry at the moment, with selling low ticket offers without actually understanding that the effort that is required to sell low ticket offers is as equally as it is to sell high ticket offers to a particular psychographic of a person. Now, for me, this is my ad account, just so you can understand that over 120,000, 130,000 in terms of ad spend has then afforded me the opportunity to be able to generate 1.2, then 1.6, so about 2.5 revenue in the last 2 years. What I'm doing now is I'm helping 6 to 7 figure entrepreneurs, male entrepreneurs only, to help them scale and systemize themselves out of their business operations so they can actually be more present partners and fathers at home in their family unit. But in order to do that, you need to understand that everything is a data-based decision and should be driven by that and not by the emotion behind the decisions that you need to make. So when I was a platoon commander in the infantry, if I was to base my decisions on how I would feel, then soldiers could die. If I wanted, because I felt like it was the right decision to patrol left instead of patrolling right, or going up the guts with lots of smoke, as we say, then ultimately me basing my decisions on emotions could get people killed. When it comes to business, it's war without bullets. It is the same. Everything needs to be a data-based decision. So the one thing that I've been seeing this trend at the moment with a lot of the guys in my mastermind, but also just in conversations, is the riches are in the niches. And you've heard this before. But the one thing you don't understand about the riches are in the niches is people are too busy focusing on the mechanism or the product and the service first without actually understanding who is the person that we're wanting to help. When there has been fear and resistance with all of my clients, where they have turned around and they continuously don't reach out or hit their targets, they don't actually then sell, they don't have any conversations with anyone, it's because when you've given them an opportunity to go organic with DM strategies and scripts, going into groups and providing value bombs or whatever the new organic approach is, compared to looking to understand the psychographic of the ideal avatar that you're looking to target with paid advertising, both roads still require you to know exactly who your target market is. If you do not know who your target market is, the specificity of their goals, their desires, their dreams, their fears, what it is that they're actually wanting in terms of an outcome, and what are they actually experiencing in terms of a problem, their age, their gender, their demographic, their type of business, their location, all of the normal things that we know about your ideal avatar and your niching. Then the challenge is that when you then look to go down an organic road, or you look for referrals, or you look for JVs, or you look for groups to then jump into to talk to and help people for free, you won't actually know where to start. And then the analysis paralysis kicks in. And then you get into this position of going, well, I don't know if I'm actually going to find anyone to be able to sell my product to. And it's like, well, hang on, there's 7 billion people in the world for one. Why are we feeling like we're limited? Where's this limited mindset coming from? Is it coming from previous business failures? Is it coming from lack of worthiness and not feeling good enough in terms of childhood, with the lack of presence and connection and love and significance you didn't get when you're growing up as a child with your mum or your dad, whatever it may be? Where does this wound come from? Where does this fear come from? Or is it literally a tactical problem that you just don't even know who you want to help? You do not know who you want to help based on the career capital that you have that's actually going to help you position yourself as the expert to then communicate in a way that articulates a clear message for everyone else to understand who it is you work for, what it is that you do with them, why you want to help them, how you want to help them, and where do you take them. In the end, if you know all of that, then your language and what you actually put out to the market should just roll off your tongue, because then you know exactly what you need to say to have then engagement in your posts, or to build awareness around your brand for people to want to reach out or to consume your free content, your lead magnets, whatever opt-ins that you have on your landing pages, etc. But in the end, it comes down to remove the fear of niching down, and the fear that you will not be able to find your exact target market is by you not having the clarity on who that market is. If you find a way to go through a process to get crystal clear on your niche, your target avatar, your ideal audience, then you know exactly the message that you need to attract them to want to reach out to speak with you, as you are positioned as the expert that's going to help them achieve their desired outcome. If you get to that position where you are clear, then the pools of people or the areas online and offline that you need to start to congregate and communicate in will become a lot more clear, because you know exactly who it is that you want to work with.